Hi love, in this video I'm going to show you how I prep a client's wig before I then ship it out, and I'm also going to show you how I pack the wig before I then send it out to the owner of this 30-inch wig. Let's get right in. Before you send your wigs off to your clients that bought wigs from you, or you're somebody who owns a wig and you want to store your wigs, you have to ensure that you style the hair very well before you keep it the way you store it, or before you send it out to the person who just purchased the wig. So what I'm doing here is I clip the body up part of this wig. Then the next thing I'm going to do is just to ensure that there's no hair that's going to interfere with the bottom part of the wig, which I want to start styling. These are the products I'm going to use to style this hair, and it's my Moroccan Argan Growth Oil Serum, and I'm also going to use the Delufil Heat Protectant Spray. I took a small amount of the product, that's the hair serum, and I applied it on this chunk of hair in my palms. Then next I'm going to spray the heat protectant spray all over the hair. Like, I used my hand to gather the hair up together and then spray the heat protectant spray. Then I comb through it, and I'm going to start straightening the hair right now. So when it comes to very long hair that is up to like 30-inch long, this is one of the hardest hairs for you to pack in a way that the hair would still maintain its straight look, because it's difficult to get a packaging box or packaging nylon that is very long. But there are nylons that are available in the market, like transparent nylons I can use to pack your 30-inch long hair, 40-inch long hair, 24-inch long hair, and keep it straight in those nylons. Or if I thought you have to fold it in, you have to fold probably like the up part, and then try and find a way to keep the hair in a manner in which the hair doesn't become a little bit wavy, like how this hair was when I showed you at the beginning of this video. So how you styling the wig and then how you pack it matters a whole lot. So I'm just going to let you guys see how I just prep this wig before I send it off to my clients. And take note, while I'm straightening this hair, I put the hair straightener on the highest heat, which is 230 degrees Celsius. And I take my time and I cut the hair in really small sections, and I straighten it from the top part all the way to the tip of the hair. You notice that when it comes to straightening very, very long hair, it takes more time because the hair is longer, and you have to be patient and really work in small sections until you've straightened the whole of this hair. When it comes to straight hairs, it's always better that when you finish straightening it, you probably just leave it on the mannequin head like that, so that it stays straight like that, and probably you wear a nylon or put something on it to avoid dust getting on the hair. It's better to just wear that straight hair on a mannequin and just keep it straight, because by the time you put it in a wig bag is the worst thing you can put your straight hair in. Because if you put your wig in a wig bag, those small satin bags, it's going to now start to look like it's wavy. When it comes to straight hair, you have to place it, you have to keep it straight. If it's straight, keep the hair straight. If you then keep the hair in a form whereby it becomes squeezed, the hair starts to look like it's a body wave hair. So how you place your hair really matters a whole lot in ensuring that you maintain that straight look that it has originally. This wig here is clean. That's the reason why I didn't have to wash it. It hasn't been worn by anybody. It's completely clean. And to make this wig, I used 4 bundles of 30-inch hair and a 4x4 closure. So these small sections that I just cut out now, I just want to apply my hair serum on it, and the hair serum I'm using is the Mamiya Organics hair serum. So let me talk about the change in my YouTube channel name. So one thing I noticed is, if I meet somebody and I told the person I have a YouTube channel, and I told the person my YouTube channel name, and the person is trying to search for my name on YouTube, it's usually very difficult for my name to come up on YouTube, because my surname is very long and it's not something that is easy for people to pronounce. I've always had this issue with my surname for so long, because I noticed that it's not searchable on YouTube. That's one thing I noticed. You would eventually find it, but I noticed that the surname was hindering me in terms of YouTube, like the YouTube search engine. So earlier this year, I wanted to use like my two names, like Linda Nkechi, Nkechi Linda. But I noticed that there are lots of people using that name on YouTube. There are too many people with Nkechi Linda, Linda Nkechi. That it's sort of common. So I decided to revert back to Linda Izemidolo. But then recently, I decided to just use my other name. So I did my confirmation recently, and when I did my confirmation, I chose the name Gemma. So that's the reason why I now changed my YouTube channel name to Linda Gem. Instead of using Gemma in full, I decided to use just Linda Gem. So the Gem is now like my surname, even if it's not my surname. So that's the reason why I changed my YouTube channel name. If you search for Linda Izemidolo, this name is still gonna come up. If you search with Linda Nkechi, this Linda Gems is still gonna come up. If you search with Linda Gem, it's still gonna come up. And then the reason why I used Linda Gems as like the, what do I call it? Like the label or the autograph on the video is, if I'm gonna call, you know how people usually have like community, what the name they call their channel community, like their subscribers. So for our community here, it's going to be Linda's Gems. Like, you guys are my gems. You're my you're my gems. And I'm not saying gems like that. Gems are like precious stones, like diamonds, emeralds. You are my gems. Gem. Let me not say germs. Gem, you're my gems. So I hope you understand the reason for the name change on YouTube. So I think I'm going to leave it like this for a while. I don't know. If I get tired again, I want to change it to another name. I might change it live. It's not live. It shouldn't be, yeah, stop it just one way. There can be different ways you can choose to do something. Yeah, you can decide to change your name today. You can decide to change your name tomorrow. I'm quite sure you probably found it difficult to even pronounce my surname. Even me, like, I always notice people always find, even people that are Igbo, find it difficult to even pronounce the surname. So I had to let it go for now. But of course, on all my official documents, my surname is still there. But I'm just going to be using Linda Gem for now. My other name is Gemma. So the channel name now is Linda Gem. On the closure area, after I straighten the hair around the closure area, I use my hot comb to flatten the hair around the roots of the closure. And then I keep on cutting out sections of the hair. And what I'm trying to do now is just to create the C part. And after I styled the C part in, I went in to start straightening the hair that is still left around the closure area. I have a detailed tutorial on how to achieve your C part on YouTube. I'm going to link that video somewhere, or just search my hair business playlist to see the tutorial on how to achieve a C part. Then after straightening the hair, I use my hot comb and I start to flatten the hair from the closure area down to the rest of the hair, sort of ensure that it blends really well and is as straight as I want it to be. And then I go over to the rest of the hair that I haven't straightened. I cut out the section of the hair, comb through it, and I use my Cloud9 hair straightener to straighten the hair from the roots all the way to the tip of the hair. And I try as much as possible to ensure that I get that hair to be very, very straight. And after I'm pleased with how straight the hair is, I go over to what is left. That's the part I haven't straightened, and I straighten it. But before I straighten that part, I try to ensure that I sort of blend the hair that I've straightened with the rest of the other hairs. Then I use my hot comb to flatten the hair on this area here before I take what's left that I haven't straightened on the other side and then proceed to straightening it. So yeah, I use my Cloud9 hair straightener here and straighten the rest of that hair. And after I finish straightening the hair from the top all the way to the tip, I run through that small section of hair over and over again until I'm pleased with how straight the hair looks. And then I proceed to flatten the hair around the closure area to ensure that the C part is really well styled. The closure area is laying flat. Everything is nice and smooth. And one thing I also did was I used my T-pin to ensure that the C part is really flowing well, because right now it kind of looks bumpy. So I'm going to use that T-pin to ensure that I clean out the C part and it's very smooth. There are no bumpiness. Like, I'm trying to achieve a perfect C pattern. Yeah, so I just use that T-pin to help me follow follow the holes on the closure area to ensure that it's even. Because when it's even, when the C has been drawn perfectly, it's going to look like a perfect C, unlike when it's just been drawn haphazardly like it was done initially. You'll notice the difference when I finish cutting out sections of that hair out. You see the difference when I style it now with that hot comb. You'll notice that it looks more, should I say professional? Yeah, it looks more professionally done. It looks better after I use that T-pin to really clean out the parted area. So guys, now I think I'm done with styling the wig. What I'm going to do next is just to show you guys how I pack this hair after I have styled it. What I'm just doing now is just doing like finishing touches. I use my hair straightener to just start straightening the whole of the hair generally, and then I reapply that Moroccan Argan Oil Serum to the whole of the hair. You can see how sleek and straight and beautiful this hair is. I really like how luscious this hair is. So I just cut out that tag that's on the lace area and comb through the hair. I used a 24-inch closure and then 4 bundles of 30-inch hair. The 24-inch closure is the 4x4 closure, and then 4 bundles of the 30-inch hair. There's some people that like their 30-inch hair wigs to be very, very full. Some of them will even use up to like 5 bundles of hair, but this one right here is just 4 bundles. So this is the box I'm going to be putting my client's wig in, and you notice that this nylon light right here is pretty long. It's pretty long. So if you're trying to pack your 30-inch length hair, you can use, if you can find these lengthy nylons in the market, or even that ziplock. There's a very long ziplock that you would find that is selling in your local market or beauty supply store. You can also use that ziplock to pack your 30-inch, 24-inch long hair, or even 40-inch long hair. But I'm not sure if you'll be able to find like a 40-inch length ziplock in the market, but find a way to just keep that hair straight. Find a way to keep that hair straight. But you see now, I have this very long hair, and I'm trying to pack this very long hair into this small box that you're seeing here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to like twist the hair into this box to ensure that it doesn't get rumpled, it doesn't fold. So I tried it this way, but it wasn't working out. So what I just started to do was I repacked the hair in the nylon, and then I placed this part first, and then I started to now sort of twist the hair. Yeah, I removed it, and honestly, even me, I was struggling to pack this hair, because this thing is literally just you trying your best to figure out how best to pack this hair. So you see how I sort of twisted the hair around in that box? It's just to ensure that it sort of still stays straight. Then I added gift to my client. I added this edge control brush, an elastic band to secure her edges, then free eyeshadow palette and eyeshadow brush, because I always give all my clients gifts because they're special. They decided to support me. They could buy hair from other people, but they decided that they wanted to buy hair from ENL Beauty Hair, and I'm very, very grateful to them for supporting me. So I added the eyeshadow palette. I also added the satin bag because she said she wanted the satin bag. Though I felt like I know that this particular straight hair doesn't need the satin bag, but because she asked for a satin bag, I added it in for her. Whatever my client wants, they get. Whatever she wants, she gets. So guys, I'm going to close out this box now and then put the box in my paper bag and send it off to my client. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, be bold, have courage, live a positive life, and I'll most definitely catch you in my next video. Bye, my germ. Love you.